Eula is a cryo-physical damage dealer who will soon be released in Genshin Impact. For this video, we are looking to see how much damage you can deal with the new Pale Flame artifact set and different claymores. To do this, we must first understand how Eula's kit works. Eula's normal attack has a 5-click combo with a total of 7 hits. This will be important later on for her burst stacking. Her elemental skill deals cryo damage that gives her a stack of Grimheart on press, and holding E deals AoE cryo damage which releases Grimheart stacks that deals additional cryo damage. This reduces cryo and physical resistance of the enemies as well. Eula's burst deals cryo damage initially and creates a Lightfall sword which explodes after 7 seconds and deals physical damage plus additional physical damage depending on how many charges it gained during the 7-second duration. With those skills, I can imagine the best way to maximize her damage output is to use her elemental skill, followed by her elemental burst, hold elemental skill, then normal attack for around 7 hits until her burst explodes. This will give her burst 2 charges from holding her elemental skill with 1 stack Grimheart and 7 from normal attacks for a total of 9 charges. For calculations, we'll be using stats from a C0 level 90 Eula with level 10 talents together with this Pale Flame set I have in game, as this artifact set fits nicely for Eula's kit. If you don't have a good 4-piece Pale Flame set yet, you can substitute 2 pieces of Bloodstain, but will reduce your attack by 18%. Now for the enemy, I will be using the Pyro Rigisvine for the enemy stat when calculating damages instead of the monsters seen on this video. And now let's take a look at Eula's damage, starting with the upcoming Song of Broken Pines Claymore. This sword increases attack by 16%, and after hitting opponents 4 times, the whole party gains additional 20% attack and 12% attack speed. Take note that the damages shown here are all crit damages and calculated with all their passive abilities activated. The Wolf's Gravestone increases attack by 20% and an additional 40% for the whole party if you hit an enemy with less than 30% attack. Again, damages shown are calculated with the passive abilities. The Skyward Pride increases all damage by 8% and creates a vacuum blade that deals 80% attack when hitting opponents with normal or charge attacks after using your elemental burst. The damage dealt by the vacuum blades are physical damages and is affected by physical buffs and stats you have on Eula. The Snow Tomb Starsilver is the free Claymore from Dragon Spine Mountain and has physical damage as its substat. It also deals 200% damage every 10 seconds if the opponent is affected by Cryo. The Serpent Spine is the Battle Pass Claymore that increases your damage and damage received the longer the character is used on the field. The damage increase stacks from 6% up to 30% more damage, and damage received is increased from 3% to 15%. The Blackcliff Slasher is the Paimon Shop Claymore, which increases your attack from 12 to 36% depending on how many monsters you killed. Its substat is crit damage, and so here we change the circlet into crit rate. Putting all these weapons together, here is a table for their damage ranking. We can see that the Wolf's Gravestone offers the highest DPS when the weapon skills are active, and followed by the Song of Broken Pines. But do take note that the Broken Pines offers attack speed, which could increase the number of stacks for Eula's burst, potentially increasing your DPS. With its 4-hit activation requirement every 20 seconds, its skill is more accessible than the Wolf's Gravestone's, less than 30% HP every 30 seconds. Overall, I think these two Claymores are best for Eula, and there is no need to get the other one if you already have at least one of them. The Skyward Pride comes next, but being this high is only thanks to its vacuum blades and how I chose which damages to calculate. In actual game, I can imagine using Eula's elemental skill and normal attacks more often than her elemental burst, which will lower Skyward Pride's DPS outside this test. Without the vacuum blades, you will do about 134,000 average total damage, but is still a great choice for energy recharge to do more elemental bursts. The next one is the Blackcliff Slasher with 3 stacks, followed closely by Serpent Spine with 5 stacks. When it comes to the Blackcliff, you need to kill 3 enemies for its full potential, which will not be always available when fighting bosses or even at some stages of the Abyss, while the Serpent Spine skill activation is always available. I will go for a Serpent Spine if I can, but Blackcliff is also fine for F2P. The Royal Great Sword, Snow Tomb Starsilver, and Prototype Archaic are quite good weapons for Eula, but I think going for an R5 Skyrider Greatsword would be a better choice if you don't have multiple refinements for the 4-star weapons. To summarize, use Pale Flame set for the artifacts with the following main stats. Use elemental skill, elemental burst, hold elemental skill, normal attacks, then explode for your combo. Song of Broken Pine or Wolf's Gravestone for 5-star weapon. Serpent Spine or Blackcliff Slasher for 4-star depending on the situation. And Skyrider Greatsword for 3 stars. And that's it for this video. I hope this helped you have an idea on what to expect on Eula, and thank you for watching.